Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side. Next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Thursday, May 25, 2023. Headlines: government forced to source medication locally amid cries of shortage. Public officer wins case against government. Women encouraged to stand up for themselves, rise to their true calling, and keep their character intact. Just Sports honoring lupus survivors and victims. Also in the broadcast, regionally, local government election in Trinidad and Tobago to be held within a 90-day window. Internationally, Russia and Belarus defense ministers signed deal on deployment of tactical nuclear weapons. Plus in the sports news, Grenada to host Windward Islands school games. Stay with us, we'll be back in a moment.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening from the Grenada Broadcasting Network. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. The shortage of medication at the nation's health facilities continues to be a growing concern, as highlighted by former Health Minister Dr. Clarice Modeste-Cohen. We get more in this Nisha Peters report.
Member of Parliament for St. Mark, Dr. Clarice Modeste-Cohen, raised a concern about the issue during Tuesday's sitting of the lower house and called on the government to address the complaints of the lack of medical supplies in the country.
I have a long list here, some of them very important, some of them not so important, but all important for health. And since we all agree that health is necessary for health is the health of a country, is the wealth of a country, I want to suggest, Mr. Speaker, that one of the members on the other side be given the responsibility. From time to time, they can decide who they want to, and in collaboration with and acceptance from the Speaker, to let us know, let us on this side know, but also to let the nation know, because there are concerns, and we need a voice here, a voice that can give answers to the people.
In addressing the situation, Leader of Government Business, Philip Telesford, linked the issue of that of a recurring decimal and stated that the government is coping with the millions owed for medication.
I did speak to the Minister for Health in relation to this particular subject matter, And he informed me, Mr. Speaker, that the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Finance are struggling to come to terms with bills far back as 2021 and 2022.
Telesford revealed that the ministry was forced to source for medication locally.
I am informed that the list of drugs that is missing is not that long list that I think I'm seeing from where I sit, but I was informed that it's about 6 drugs, and some of them the ministry attempted to purchase from local drugstores here in Grenada. So you see the predicament, Mr. Speaker. And if we are purchasing from the local drugstores, it simply means that they will quickly run out of drugs themselves, and that the supply that they would get will be inadequate to deal with our needs.
The Social and Community Development Minister said health has always been a matter of concern for all governments.
We, Mr. Speaker, as a caring government, is doing the best that we can in the circumstances, trying to cope with these long outstanding bills. But, Mr. Speaker, it's not just a matter of payment. It's not just a matter of payment. It's a matter of analyzing all of these bills that is close to 2 years old and determining whether or not they are worthy of payment and settlement.
The Social and Community Development Minister at the time was responding to health concerns raised by the opposition MP for St. Mark during the last sitting of Parliament. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
Now, women in politics are responding to Member of Parliament Delma Thomas's call for women in particular to stand up for themselves and rise to their true calling. Here's Nisha Paul with the details.
I said, women, rise up. Let no one keep you down. Let no one say you cannot do it.
MP Delma Thomas issued a call to the nation's women on Sunday to stand up for themselves. Her former colleague, MP for St. Andrew Northeast, Kate Lewis, shared this view.
We have seen over the years a consistent rise in women empowering themselves, and a call today by the MP to continue to encourage women to do so is always a great call. Women in leadership, women finding their seats at the table is important because we do understand the contribution that we make and the impact it will have on our nation.
Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Southeast, Emmeline Pear, also supports the call.
And I would support all the time women speaking on various issues affecting women. As a matter of fact, I'm about to launch a program that speaks specific to that. So I totally agree.
The long-standing MP for St. Patrick, Clarice Modeste-Kerwin, commented saying,
And I think not only in politics, but all about, we find women sometimes take a back seat or feel intimidated. And so I think it's a good point. In terms of the relevance, I don't know if it's relevant to us as MPs or whatever, and so I cannot speak to that. What I can say is that I have always spoken up for myself when I think it's necessary.
Meanwhile, Grenada's youngest woman in politics and MP for St. John, Karine James, also chimed in.
I see her as a role model, not just in the political space, but in terms of being a woman standing up for herself and standing up when no one else is standing with her but her family. It's something that we could take a lift out of her book and implement it in our daily lives. And this is a clarion call for young women who are in situations that cause you to lose yourself, cause you to your integrity, your pride, your dignity. These are key morals that we have, and you have to do everything at all costs to preserve that and to stand up for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's only you have on this earth. So today's move by Honorable MP Thomas is a move to give young women in Grenada and in the Caribbean as a whole that opportunity to see firsthand that when you stand up for yourself, when you defend yourself, when you defend your character, and when you have the testicular fortitude to take moves and to take steps that are not popular, that persons might criticize you for. You may feel in the first instance that you are alone, but when you look at it, you're not alone. There are many silent persons behind you, carrying you, praying for you, supporting you. So step out in whatever situation that you're in. Step up and make your mark.
All right. Janelle MacDonald reporting there. This story to report. The Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Northwest, Delma Thomas, whose character came under attack by political pundits in recent times, is urging her political colleagues to keep their character intact. More in this report.
There's no one at present in the new National Party that can say that I've accepted anything from anyone. No one cannot call my name in any corruption. They can dig as deep as they want. There will be nothing.
MP Delma Thomas was forced to defend her character and a good name in recent weeks amidst indications of an apparent rift within the new National Party. MP Thomas has since resigned from the opposition party and joined the ranks of the ruling National Democratic Congress. She is urging her political colleagues and upcoming politicians to ensure that they maintain good character, striving at all times to ensure that it does not get tainted.
So I want to say that to the young politician and aspiring politician. You see your character? Guard it with your life. You see, brothers and sisters, it is easy to get swell-headed when you rise to this highest office. It is easy to get tainted. Don't get tainted. Keep your character intact.
MP Thomas was at the time addressing a ceremony to announce her decision to join the ruling NDC administration. She elaborated on the issue in the lower house of Parliament on Tuesday, recalling that she was once considered the most honest person within the NNP.
This is Delma Thomas who started the political journey in 2008. And when I started that journey, Mr. Speaker, after that first election, I was highlighted as one of the most honest persons they have ever seen. And I know the comrade member for the town of St. George heard it, that they can put a neck on a block for me. I'm one of the only persons that they show you can put a neck on a block, because they show that I would not do anything dishonest. For 9+ years I've sat in this house, been a minister, never been accused. In fact, they expressed that other members should take a page from my book. One page, because I was seen as being honest.
Meanwhile, the Member of Parliament for St. Andrew North East, Kate Lewis, says,
I firmly believe that it is important as politicians, we have to maintain the integrity in the system. We have to lead by example. And sometimes I believe there are detractors out there who give the impression that we are not leading by example, or we are not following the right path. However, there are many instances where we can prove that we do what is right.
Member of Parliament for St. Mark, Dr. Clarice Modest-Curran, also shared her views.
In terms of integrity, I believe that I stand tall, and I have always admonished myself to do so. And for whatever years are left of my involvement in frontline politics, that is how I intend for it to be.
For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Before the break, this story to report. An update, in fact, from Grenlake on electricity services on the sister isle of Carriacou. Some relief is on the way for customers of Carriacou with the dispatch of a generator from Grenada on Thursday. The 1.4 megawatt generator shipped to Carriacou will help to stabilize electricity supply there. Given the developments this week involving the larger generator in Carriacou, Grenlec officials made the decision to send a unit from Grenada rather than await the arrival of the Trinidad rental. The rental engine ordered for Carriacou, which is expected in Grenada over the next few days, will be installed at the Queen's Park power plant to replace the unit that has been shipped to Carriacou. Grenlec's plan is to have the additional generator online in Carriacou late Saturday, May 27. This will require an island-wide outage in Carriacou on Saturday to complete the installation process. Consequently, electricity is scheduled to be unavailable to all customers from 4 a.m. to 5 p.m. The company is appealing to customers to continue to exercise patience, as integrating the unit with the existing system may require some time and a little more inconvenience. All right, so that's what's going on there in Carriacou. We'll be right back. This is Network News.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
How going on, boy? Hey, good old things. Hey, easy. Yeah. Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day. Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service. Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy. Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Calling all athletics fans, the Whitsuntide Games at NACAC Combined Events are sprinting your way on May 27th and 28th. Hosted by the Grenada Athletics Association. Experience the thrill at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. You'll be on the edge of your seat as top local and regional athletes from St. Kitts, St. Vincent, Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua, and Guyana compete for glory. Get the best view from the main stand for just $25, or enjoy the action from the bleachers for only $15. Got kids under 12? They join the fun for even less. Gates open at 9 a.m. sharp on both days. Don't miss out on the biggest athletics event of the year. The Whitsuntide Games and NACAC Combined Events. Brought to you by the Grenada Athletics Association. See you at the finish line. Box of money. Box of money. Ladies and gentlemen,
are you ready to win?
Sunday, June 4th from 5 p.m. at the National Stadium is Box of Money.
What is Box of Money?
Box of Money is the most exciting bingo game ever. Picture this: 15 bingo games, $100,000 in a box, and you decide your winnings. This is gonna be pure fun and excitement. Tickets cost $60 for one or $100 for two. Don't you dare miss this one. Box of Money, $100,000 in cash. June 4th, National Stadium, Grenada. Get ready.
Your vision is our mission at Kurtz Optical. Shop today for up to 25% off. And with Ready Finance, pay nothing for 30 days. Book your free eye examination appointment online at www.kurtzoptical.com. Your vision is our mission. Up to 25% off your completed eyewear. Only at Kurtz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. See in store for details.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
Big Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Rebecca Television Center, a committee set up in March to investigate a public officer accused of violating different clauses of the Public Service statutory rules and orders, has found that the Public Service Commission failed to prove its case. Nisha Paul reports.
The individual who holds the rank of executive officer in the Ministry of Sports, Youth and Culture was accused of leaking on social media an internal memorandum of a contractual arrangement for the hiring of Patrick Simmons and Ian Thomas as advisors to Sports Minister Ron Redhead in February. The ministry reported the allegation to the PSC and requested that it appraise the situation and take whatever action is deemed necessary in accordance with the Public Service Commission regulations. Although leaking of information was the essence of the accusation, the PSC presented the public officer's file showing that there were different infractions since 2007. The executive officer, who has been on administrative leave since March 7th, sought assistance from the Public Workers Union, whose attorney, James Bristol, KC, represented the worker in the hearing held on May 12th. The committee, chaired by retired Justice Rosalind Wilkinson, with Reginald Lord and Miss Annie Brathwaite as members, found that there were no grounds for dismissing the worker, who has been a public officer for over 25 years. Public Relations Officer Daisy Hazard explains.
The case and the argument for the worker is a case of one double jeopardy. Because if you are investigating an officer's tenure and you are looking at files spanning a period of 15 years, it stands to reason that if that officer is employed within the public service, that those matters would have been looked at before by the Public Service Commission. And so double jeopardy would mean that you are seeking to look at that officer or to punish that officer twice. And cases were cited in that matter where officers previously would have won the matter. So the attorney literally moved for a no waiver, for a waiver of all of those things dating back to 2007.
Additionally, Hazard noted that the workers' file was replete with promotions, commendations, and congratulations.
But in addition to that, the officer's file was replete with promotions, commendations, congratulations. So it was not just a matter where you could cherry pick out, well, let me cherry pick out all those aspects which I feel might be negative against the worker, and the aspects which are positive, I'm going to ignore those. Because in the conduct of a 25-year career, I think any one of us may have some negative marks on our file. We are human. And so I don't think that there is any worker working anywhere over a span of 25 years may not have a complaint, may not have had a concern registered as to their conduct, as to their service, as to their professional.
Having prevailed in the matter, Hazard says it is expected that the executive officer will return to work when the administrative leave expires at the end of the month.
The PSC failed to make a case against the officer, and so there's no danger of the officer losing their job. As far as the union is aware, that officer has been on administrative leave since March of this year. And I believe correctly that the last bit of leave that the officer was sent on expires as of May 31st. We fully expect the officer to return to their job without any prejudice whatsoever. Whether it's within the same division or ministry, that would be up to the employer. But definitely there can be no negative or damaging fallout for the officer arising out of this matter.
The PSC is the independent body responsible for the hiring, firing, disciplining, and regularizing of public officers. Section 83 of the Grenada Constitution provides for the appointment of the 5-member Public Service Commission by the Governor General on recommendation from the Prime Minister, who can also recommend that a member's appointment be revoked. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Well, after a 4-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry of Education is once again hosting its district science fairs. Leading up to the National Science Fair later this year, a series of district fairs is being held.
After a 4-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry of Education is once again hosting its district science fairs. Leading up to the National Science Fair later this year, a series of district fairs are taking place. District 3, which comprises of schools in the parish of St. Andrew, held a science fair at the Grenville Secondary School and attracting participation from 15 schools in the district. The science fairs are ongoing under the theme Water and Energy Strategies, the key to sustainable development. District 3 Education Officer is Peter Regis.
We do not have 100% participation from schools. We have, I think, 3 schools opting out. They gave various reasons for not taking part. As I said, they were challenged because of the many competing activities. However, I'm quite satisfied with the number of projects that we have today and the number of schools which have taken part in this fair today.
Mr. Regis calls on Corporate Grenada to show more support for such initiatives.
One thing I do wish is that an activity of that nature, we can be able to get more sponsorship from our corporate citizens out there. Because to do projects like that, it costs quite a lot of money. And schools, as you know, do not generate that amount of funds to fund projects like this. So I will really appreciate if some of our corporate citizens can come on board so that we can have more sponsorship for such projects in the future.
Lauren Diali, the National Coordinator for the Science Fair, had this to say about today's activity.
There are 7 different categories, science categories being showcased here and at all the different district fairs. They include the blue economy, flora and fauna, agricultural, freshwater sources, renewable energy sources, transport, and waste.
The National Science Fair is scheduled to take place in October 2023. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says the Molyneux Road is critical to the successful completion of the Western Corridor project. Here's the report.
Speaking at a press brief on Tuesday, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell underscored the critical importance of addressing the Molyneux landslip, part of the Western Corridor project. This major road rehabilitation project is one of 2 for which grant funding was secured.
Well, the Molyneux project is and when you say Molyneux, we talk about the landslip, yes? Right, so the landslip is a very distinct project, because if we don't fix the Molyneux landslip and get a road, effectively there's no Western Main Road, there's no Western Corridor. You're either going to have to go through Mount Parnassus, Mount Marks, as we're currently going, which is dangerous and really only meant for one-way traffic. That's not sustainable. Or you can go through the bypass that we recently built, which is Mount Kuma, which is obviously significantly longer, and also has some disadvantages because people living close to the Molyneux area obviously then don't have bus access. So we're committed to solving the Molyneux landslip, because if you don't have that, you literally cannot do anything in terms of improvement to the Western Main Road.
Since the start of construction at the Molyneux landslip site, engineers have been trying to stabilize the area. When the grant was initially approved in 2016, there was no landslips. The Prime Minister said now there are additional costs that will have to be catered for.
Is a challenging site. The rock surface, some of it is not even rock, is very unstable. If you go there, you can actually stand and see the soil constantly falling. So we have to sort this issue out. When we sort this issue out, then we can think of the larger Western Main Road corridor, which is why once it became clear to us that we obviously were attempting to keep the grant funding in place, that our focus should really be on the water expansion project, because there was no impediments to solving that. When the UKSIF grant was made available for the Western Main Road, there was no Molyneux landslip, I think, at the time. And so obviously it was granted and agreed on the assumption that we were just going to do the normal works along the Western Main Road. And since the Molyneux landslip, that's an additional part of it that is distinct and separate, that we locally funding to make sure that we can get it done.
Meanwhile, Cuban engineers are presently on island reviewing Grenada's road infrastructure. Prime Minister Mitchell provided insight into their mission.
And they've already begun working earnestly. They are involved in a number of road projects, reviewing all our bridges. We intend to do capital works on the Oban to Cliff road. I think you've already seen signs of asking heavier vehicles and heavy trucks not to traverse the area, because it's obviously going to lead to further deterioration of the road, as well as it's frankly dangerous, because there's some parts where 2 vehicles simply can't pass. So they've been involved in looking at it.
The initial design for the road network, he added, did not entail certain necessary features, which upon review have been deemed necessary for a better outcome.
We had, upon assuming office, designs had already been done for the road. We reviewed designs, we were not satisfied with them. It did not involve widening of the road. It did not involve straightening of the road. There were no sidewalks. In effect, the work was simply to do some retaining walls and repave the road. And there's no way I'm going to preside over a situation where if the road could be widened, we are not widening it. If it could be straightened, we are not straightening it. And if we can put pavements for pedestrians to walk, especially in a residential neighborhood, that we should spend millions of dollars and end up with the same road with no significant improvement to it.
Christina John, GBN News.
A special treat awaits you at the end of GBN I Saw Lens.
A good eye catches all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
It was the Tiny Tots of Skipping Stones Academy's day to portray their future careers. It's one fun way of getting children to explore occupations, and the simple question to be asked was, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I am Kitty Stanislaus. When I grow up, I like to be a pilot. I will travel the world. I am Devaya Martin. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor. When people are sick, I'll make them well. I am Karen John. When I grow up, I like to be a doctor. Happy purpose makes me happy. I am Eva Binley. When I grow up, I would like to be a flight attendant. Planning so everyone is safe on the plane. I am Rafaela Cornet. When I grow up, I would like to be a chef. I am Joy Alexander. When I grow up, I would like to be a fireman. I'll out all the fires in my community. I am Josiah Prasad. When I grow up, I would like to be a policeman. I will keep the bad boys off the streets. We are the future generation.
This parent took the time out to dress alike with her son for career day, pilot and flight attendant. Skipping Stones Academy's Career Day was celebrated under the theme, We Are the Future Generation. And yes, indeed, they are. We say thanks to our ISA reporter for such a beautiful submission. Continue to share with us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
This is Network News. Still ahead from us, Just Sports honoring lupus survivors and victims. We'll talk about that. Back in a moment.
Rhythms of Spice is back Sunday, June 11, 3 p.m. at Mount Cinnamon Lawn. A spicy, classy explosion of Grenadian talent featuring Project Music, Fahrenheit, Zorina Andel, Godson Brown, Cool Jazz Band, Angel Hobbs, Tivoli Dancers, and special guest Tony Paul and Vonette Bigford from Trinidad. Rhythms of Spice, June 11, 3 p.m. Mount Cinnamon Lawn. Tickets $50 on sale at Grenadian Optical, St. George's, Art and Soul, Spiceland Mall, Gittins Pharmacy in Granville, and Go to Fed. More at the door. Children 12 and on the free. Sponsors Grenada Tourism Authority, Ministry of Culture, Kalinago Hotel, Hubbard's, GBN, Boss FM, Real FM, HD Sounds, Danny D, Bridens, Independence Agencies, Gabriel's Rental, Cafe Skyline, and Comon Medical. Walk with your picnic chairs and beach towels.
The Healing of the Nation life-changing crusade is back, and 2023 promises to be bigger and better. Soul-searching dynamic preaching, awesome worship, testimonies, healing, and deliverance. On Sunday, 11th to Friday, the 16th June 2023 at the Bellevue Recreational Ground, 7 p.m. nightly, with evangelist Selwyn Hailing and a powerful convergence of evangelical churches in St. David's to declare Jesus Christ as Lord. Healing of the Nation Crusade, Sunday 11th to Friday the 16th of June 2023. Bellevue Recreational Ground, a renewal of God's given mission to reach all of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Not about church, it's for the kingdom and glory of God. Align yourself with what God is doing in this season. You can't afford to miss it.
Regatta Festival.
We're on Friday. We welcome you with cultural display.
Saturday, ready, set, go. All aboard, let's go.
Sunday, the feature weeks with activities for you and I. Monday, we know we'll cry for more.
Oh, we just can't wait to have fun. We can go sailing, we can go partying, eating and drinking, we can go jubilee. This is our unique festival. Regatta 2023. Petit Martinique Whitsun Tide Regatta awaits you May 26th to 29th. See you there.
It's the 4th edition of Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year promotion. Cuatro Punto Cero. It's unbelievably amazing. You can win free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free cable, TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free passes to Sunshine Promotion events for 2023, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a lunch package. Be sure to fill out the entry forms and enter it into the marked entry boxes at all Hubbard's departments and at participating outlets. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2023. Draws will be held every 2 weeks. Terms and conditions apply.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Shop at Southern Electrical for all your security camera needs. We offer a wide variety of cameras ranging from solar cameras with or without light, 4G cameras, Wi-Fi and PoE kits, 4th channel, 8 channels, 16 channels. Replacement cameras for PoE, standalone Wi-Fi cameras, wall lamp or bulb, floodlights with cameras, watch cameras, pen cameras, and much more. We are located at Dusty Highway in Brana and St. George. Southern Electrical, best value, expert advice, quality product. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook today.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Network News, welcome back. The Inland Revenue Division of the Ministry of Finance is making it easier to settle outstanding taxes and have queries addressed. Its tax caravan will be in your parish come the month of June. More details on this initiative in this report.
The Ministry of Finance, Inland Revenue Division, will host its 2023 Tax Caravan on Saturday, 10th June, and everyone is invited to participate in this initiative. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Mike Sylvester, said the caravan seeks to bring the services of the Inland Revenue Division to various communities across the island to better facilitate information sharing and the timely payment of taxes. Sylvester said the caravan will have tax officers on board who will be able to address queries or concerns relating to taxes administered by the Inland Revenue Division. The public will also be able to pay their property tax as the caravan passes through the various parishes, and such payments will be eligible for the 5% discount given annually when payment is made before the 30th June. The tax caravan is scheduled to leave the Ariza car park in St. George's at 9 a.m. on Saturday, 10th June 2023, with stops at the following locations: St. John, Cotton Bailey Junction, Grand Roy Junction, the Nutmeg Pooling Grove. In St. Mark, the Fish Market in Victoria. In St. Patrick, the Police Station in Soteres, Hermitage Government School. St. Andrew, Tivoli Junction, and the bus terminal in Grenville. In St. David, at the Latant Junction. The tax caravan is an initiative by the Inland Revenue Division as it strives towards a greater voluntary tax compliance. Christina John, GBN News.
During a time when health and wellness is top of mind, many are looking for creative ways to boost their own well-being and seek opportunities to do something truly meaningful for others. Just Sports is one such organization that is doing just that.
do these walks to create an awareness. I think the big word here is awareness, creating an awareness and letting people know that there are lupus fighters outside there, letting people know there are sickle cell warriors outside there, letting people know there are people still fighting, prostate cancer. In fact, we're going to have our Father's Day walk coming up soon, and the theme for that is always prostate cancer. And so this Sunday, 6 o'clock at Tantine, we take a walk from Tantine through the Carnage, through to St. George, the town of St. George, up to the stadium. And then we make a loop around the stadium and get back to Tantine via the same route.
Right, stay with us. We'll be back to report the sports news. Grenada to host Windward Islands school games. Stay with us.
Calling all athletics fans, the Whitsuntide Games at NACAC combined events are sprinting your way on May 27th and 28th, hosted by the Grenada Athletics Association. Experience the thrill at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. You'll be on the edge of your seat as top local and regional athletes from St. Kitts, St. Vincent, Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua, and Guyana compete for glory. Get the best view from the main stand for just $25, or enjoy the action from the bleachers for only $15. Got kids under 12? They join the fun for even less. Gates open at 9 a.m. sharp on both days. Don't miss out on the biggest athletics event of the year, the Whitsuntide Games and NACAC combined events. Brought to you by the Grenada Athletics Association. See you at the finish line.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro. When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
Hello, sporting fans. Grenada will be looking to retain the championship title at the 2023 edition of the Windward Islands School Games. This will be the first hosting of the Games since 2019 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Curlin Peters, coordinator of sports, says Grenada is optimistic about hosting the Games.
That we are here this year for 2023, and we are looking forward to host the Windward Islands School Games right here in Grenada from July 22nd to July 29th. We have had the initial meetings with the coordinators of the Windward Islands. We know it's St. Vincent, Dominica, St. Lucia, Grenada. The Windward Islands School Games dated back to over 40 years. We are now in planning with our local LOC meeting yesterday so that we could just give everyone the role and responsibility and expectation for the games.
You give an update on the planning of the games.
We are also preparing meeting for next week with the other islands, the Windward Islands again, with the directors to see the level of preparation. Transportation with airlines is going to be always a challenge to see how far they get into that, and for them to start setting a pre-selected team.
All right, so the Windward Islands School Games will feature competition in basketball, track and field, football, volleyball, and netball. The coordinator of sports says coaches are now selecting athletes for the various sporting disciplines.
The coaches here now, we are preparing our teams. We had some selection process and some scouting around the island for some of the sport. We use our national games, secondary school games, in all instances like the football tournament, the volleyball. We didn't have volleyball, so they had the trials around to select our team. The netball, we also use our netball tournament to select our team. So right now we are in preparation for getting closer to the actual team and to start seeing how we could get some competition for the teams before the start of the tournament.
Mr. Peters says in order to retain the championship title, the athlete's talent must be exceptional.
We are still working. That's one of our sports we were able to have in the tournament for this year. We are looking forward to putting some more work into it for the new sporting season, so that we can get better teams. Because volleyball is important. All the teams must be up there if you want to retain the championship. So I must say I'm happy with so far with the talent and that we have seen, and some of the coaches that like Mr. Nanan Baptiste that requested come back and assist with the preparation. This is wonderful. So we need all the support for some of the teams especially that didn't have a secondary school competition in the sense to help with that talent and selection process.
All right, so Grenada plays second in the 2019 Windward Islands School Games. St. David's Catholic, St. Peter's Catholic, Samaritan Presbyterian, and St. Mary's Catholic move on to represent their parishes in the final of the primary school cricket playoff. The one-day 8-overs tournament for primary schools in each parish bowled off on Wednesday, May 24, 2 days later than the scheduled start due to the inclement weather conditions. The tournament returns after a 3-year break. The St. Patrick leg of the match will be played on Friday at Plains Plain Field. Schools in St. George will play their match on Tuesday, May 30. All matches will start at 9 a.m. We can tell you too the final is scheduled for Friday, June 2 at the Lassagers Plain Field in St. David. Carriacou and Petit Martinique will also be playing in the final. The Grenada Football Association is set to launch the 2023-2024 Premier League season on Tuesday, May 30. During the new season launch, the different league winners of the 2020-2021 season will be awarded their cash prizes. After negotiations with the previous executive, clubs could see an increase in their cash winnings. The winning club is expected to receive a cash prize of $50,000. Second place will receive $30,000 and third place $20,000. Hurricanes SC won the title that year. They were followed by Paradise FC International and FC Cameroon, second and third place winners respectively. St. John Sports Club took the fourth spot, while Hard Rock FC placed fifth. That's the sports news for now. In Trinidad and Tobago, local government elections there will be held within a 90-day window of the May 18 Privy Council judgment. This was announced by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley in the lower house on Wednesday.
To this accusation, Mr. Deputy Speaker, the government pleads not guilty.
From the onset of his address in the lower house on Wednesday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley maintained that government did not breach the constitutional rights of citizens in extending the term of local government councillors. He said government's interpretation prevailed by the decision of the local courts up until May 17th.
This is the proof that our legal and protection systems worked, and at no time did the government act with impunity or wanton disregard for our laws or with any malicious intent towards citizens and their rights.
Dr. Rowley, though, said government had no choice but to accept the Privy Council ruling, noting that local government elections will be called within a 90-day window.
With the arrival of the new decision, the option always exists to extend the office of incumbents up to the 18th of May so as to validate the actions prior to May 18th and to call an election to be held within 3 months of the 18th of May 2023. Of the many options available, this is the one most suitable and the one chosen by the government at this time.
The Prime Minister also noted that there is no issue with the validity of local government bodies.
The Deputy Chief Parliamentary Council is in the process of drafting the necessary legislation to validate all acts of the corporations from December 2022 up to the 18th of May 2023.
Dr. Rowley said once this legislation is passed in the Parliament next Monday, the date for the local government election will be announced. Sonolala, TTT News.
Further afield, defense ministers from Russia and Belarus have signed a deal to formalize the deployment of tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus. Russian President Vladimir Putin made the announcement in March to station the weapons in the territory of his close regional ally. He said 10 aircraft capable of carrying tactical nuclear weapons already in Belarus, and a storage facility will be completed by July of this year. It will be the first transfer of nuclear weapons to another country since the mid-1990s. This report from Moscow.
So Defense Minister Shoigu explained the move to deploy Russia's non-strategic nuclear weapons on the territory of Belarus by saying that the activity of NATO and its nuclear missions is forcing Russia and Belarus to take retaliatory measures. According to the Russian Defense Minister, the process of deployment is ready to begin. The Belarusian side has received the Iskander missile system capable of using both conventional and nuclear weapons. Also, part of the Belarusian aircraft has been modified for the possible use of nuclear weapons. Plus, Belarus servicemen have undergone some specific training. That's what we hear from Minister Shoigu. At the same time, Russia won't give control of its tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus, and the decision to use the weapons will also remain with Moscow. By the way, the decision was first announced by President Putin back in March, and now we see how it is being implemented.
A reminder of the headlines after this. Hello again, this is the Grenada Broadcasting Network. A reminder of the headlines at the moment. Government forced to source medication locally amid cries of shortage. Public officer wins case against government. Women encouraged to stand up for themselves, rise to their true calling and keep their character intact. Just Sports honoring lupus survivors and victims. Also in the broadcast regionally, local government elections in Trinidad and Tobago to be held within a 90-day window. Internationally, Russia and Belarus defense ministers signed deal on deployment of tactical nuclear weapons. Plus in the sports news, Grenada to host Windward Islands school games. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom at this time. Thank you for having chosen the broadcast. Take care. We'll see you again. Good night.